Theater companies like the P3 Theater Company are so important and need community support because theater doesn't have to be on Broadway to be important or to be successful. We need theater in our own backyards because theater is a special art form that can change people and can give people, like young people need an outlet. We all need to understand the world and what's going on in the world and to understand each other. And I think we're going through a time right now where theater would be so wonderful to be able to help people come together and work together towards that common goal of just humanity and understanding. And theater does that for people. And we have got to keep theaters like P3 Theater alive for that, for our communities to come together and to have that experience that we all go to together, whether we're on stage or we're in the audience watching it. It's an experience that is live and it cannot be ever experienced any other way. It's not like a movie you can put on a shelf and go by and watch again and again. It's an experience that happens once between the audience and the performers and the technicians. And it's very important to our humanity. Theater's been going on since the Greek god Dionysus in the Greek times, and it's been going on forever. And it's a very important way that we learn lessons and we understand other people's opinions and we understand other points of view by seeing it enacted before us, and it moves us and we can feel it. And that's why live is important. I could go on and on about the importance of live theater, but the reason it's important in the communities is it needs to be accessible to every kid in that neighborhood, to every family in P3 Theater Company's community, and every community that wants to, every member of the community that wants to have that opportunity to go see a really cool show that they maybe can't get to Broadway to go see. That's what P3 Theater Company is for. That's what the smaller theater companies are for, is bringing really good quality productions to our communities so that you don't feel like you have to go somewhere else. Because guess what? The fantastic performers and technicians are living right in your backyard. They're in all of the communities.
Theater companies are so important to community. Theater companies can produce material that can bring you back to the past. It can bring you to the future. It can bring, their shows can bring you joy. They can expose wrong, depending on the material they're doing. It's so important. They bring community together, and to see other individuals in front of you, not on a TV screen, but you're seeing them up there giving their souls to you, whether it's in a song and dance or it's in a monologue, a heartfelt monologue. It's just something that you can't get that on television. You can't get that at a movie theater. Live theater is just, it's something that the world needs to keep alive, because there's nothing like it.
I think theaters like the P3 community and all local theaters and venues are so important because it creates a creative outlet for both the performers and the audience. I think the reason we all enjoy live theater is because there's an energy that you feel both in the audience and on stage that is really not easy to explain unless you're there in the moment, especially live theater and comedy. There's something about laughing in the moment with that person on stage. Sometimes actors break character, and that's even funnier. Sometimes the audience will find things funny that you didn't think were that funny. So that back and forth energy is what's needed right now in our world. A lot of times we spend everything communicating through cell phones. And we even laugh and we'll say, laugh out loud. And we're not laughing. We're just writing laugh out loud. So we forget to actually emote as people. So live theater to me is something that I believe will make a full comeback, but it's crucial. I think it's crucial for socialization. It's crucial for our children. And it's crucial for just having that human feeling back and forth.
I believe, theaters, smaller theaters like P3 are so important because it's not only giving actors, young actors, aspiring actors a chance to perform, on stage when they may not have an opportunity to do so otherwise. It's also giving audiences the opportunity to enjoy these productions, experiencing maybe their loved ones being able to get up on stage for the first time. And just the importance of keeping theater alive, keeping actors, musicians, stage managers, technical folks, costume designers employed. It's so important just to keep those going and keep the support behind that for those reasons. Yeah.
Theaters like the P3 Theater Company, who are nonprofit, nonprofit companies out there just trying to provide this escape for the public, and to keep theater alive, are incredibly important for just that reason. The arts is the first thing to always go. The arts is the first thing to suffer in any kind of situation where there's forced cutbacks and there's things like that going on. So to keep theater going, to keep people, to keep providing a place to escape to so that you can disappear into a story for a couple hours and really be and experience that energy of live theater. There is nothing like it. While this all is really, really incredible and the technology of it is, sometimes it just completely blows my mind. There is nothing like sitting in a full theater and taking in that experience and going on that ride with, however many people you can fit in the theater with those actors on stage. The energy of that is why theaters like the P3 Theater Company and others like it are so, I believe, crucial to our society, and we cannot let them, suffer and go away.
It is imperative, if not crucial, for the communities to support their local arts organizations. Arts brings so much to the world. I mean, think about it. What have you been doing for the last 14 months? Watching Netflix, watching Hulu, watching Amazon Prime Video. Those are all forms of the arts. The arts provide education, they provide culture, they provide inspiration, they provide just a getaway from everything in the world, just sheer entertainment. And without your support, your local arts organizations can't continue, especially the local ones. You've got the big theaters like the Segerstrom Center, you've got the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion, you've got the Amundsen, you've got all the different huge Broadway roadhouses across the country. That's great. Support those too. But the core of your community is really your local theater companies. They're the ones that give back. They're the ones that bring in business for local restaurants, for hotels, for shopping in the areas around the theaters. So without your support, those theaters will not be able to continue, especially after the struggle that they've all faced during this time of COVID-19.